Welcome back to the Việc Tốt Chốt Ngay podcast, where great careers begin. I'm Kiều Linh, joined by Boss Sunny, and today we're bringing you another exciting job opportunity you won't want to miss. Let's jump right in.
Finding the perfect hire, usually feels like looking for a needle in a haystack. But using a pair of tweezers.
Oh yeah, constantly squinting at resumes.
Right, you're just painstakingly sifting through hundreds of them. But what if, instead of tweezers, you had a giant electromagnet? You just flip a switch and boom, the absolute best talent flies right out of the pile.
I love that analogy. It's so accurate.
Well, welcome to today's deep dive. We are extracting the core insights for you today from a really comprehensive guide on implementing AI HR agents. Specifically, this is tailored for professional HR managers at companies with 50 or more employees.
Yeah, companies at that size really start feeling the pain of scaling.
Exactly. So our mission for you today is mapping out the massive operational benefits this tech brings, uncovering the most common rollout mistakes, and, detailing exactly how to prevent them.
And the central problem this technology tackles is just sheer weight of administration. Currently, HR departments waste up to 70% of their time on purely repetitive manual tasks.
70%? Wait, really?
Yeah, 70. They're just bogged down in paperwork instead of actually focusing on people.
That is a massive drain on resources. But okay, returning to that electromagnet analogy, how does the AI actually know what to pull from the pile? Because it can't just be blindly grabbing resumes with the right buzzwords.
No, not at all. It relies on natural language processing, or NLP. So instead of just doing a basic, like a Control F search for the word leadership, NLP allows the AI to understand semantic relationships.
Oh, so it's reading between the lines a bit.
Exactly. Think of traditional screening software as like a rigid librarian who only knows book titles.
Yeah.
This AI is more like a seasoned professor who has actually read all the books and, understands their themes.
That makes sense.
Right, so it can read a bullet point about managing a $5 million budget and just infer leadership and financial modeling skills, even if those exact words aren't actually on the page.
That deeper understanding really explains how it handles volume so effectively. And the guide mentioned it links directly into calendars like Google or Outlook and automatically books the interviews based on that semantic matching.
Yeah, seamlessly.
Like, our sources highlighted this retail company that needed a store manager and got 500 CVs. The AI screened all of them, shortlisted the top 15, and scheduled their interviews in just 10 minutes.
10 minutes compared to the, 3 days it would normally take a human recruiter to do that same work. That speed translates to like an 80% savings in hiring costs. You are entirely eliminating the administrative bottleneck at the top of the funnel.
Solving the speed of acquisition is huge.
Yeah.
But getting talent in the door is really only half the battle. Historically, companies lose top performers in those first 90 days because onboarding is just a chaotic mess.
Oh, completely.
So does the AI just hand these new hires off to a busy human and clock out?
No, it seamlessly transitions into a 24/7 virtual coach. So instead of an HR rep delivering the exact same orientation presentation over and over, the AI acts as a one-on-one guide.
Wow. So it handles the tedious stuff.
Right. It provisions accounts, delivers tailored training modules, and fields questions literally around the clock. Like in one tech company example, a new employee asked, "How do I take leave?" and instantly received the correct form alongside a 30-second tutorial video.
Okay, it sounds incredibly efficient, but think about it from the employee's perspective for a second. Doesn't handing onboarding over to an AI make a company feel, cold and robotic? People usually want a human connection when they join a new team.
Sure, it sounds cold on the surface, but realistically, when you are locked out of your email on day 2, you don't want a meaningful emotional connection with HR.
That's true.
You just want your password reset instantly. By handling those transactional requests, the AI actually frees up human HR staff so they aren't functioning as glorified help desks.
Ah, I see. So humans can handle the relational mentoring while the AI handles the paperwork.
Exactly. And the data actually supports this division of labor. That instant, frictionless support boosted new hire retention by 40% in the first 3 months. Plus, the AI quietly tracks KPIs. key performance indicators, like onboarding completion rates, generating objective monthly reports with a single click.
Okay, but if you're listening to this and imagining a nightmare scenario where, say, an employee asks for sensitive maternity leave info and the AI hallucinates the wrong company policy, you aren't alone.
Well, sure.
That brings up a massive vulnerability. How do we actually prevent this system from going rogue or causing a compliance disaster?
Well, the biggest mistake businesses make is either treating this advanced AI like a rigid, old-school scripted chatbot, which just ruins the user experience, or giving it way too much freedom without boundaries.
So how do you fix that?
To mitigate those risks, you must first completely digitize your internal knowledge base. The AI needs a closed, completely accurate ecosystem of company data to draw from.
Right. It can't just pull from the open internet.
Exactly. Second, strict security permissions are totally non-negotiable for protecting sensitive personnel files. And you also need to ensure the AI plugs directly into the software you already use, your HRM and ERP systems, so data flows seamlessly.
Okay, but even with perfect integration, how do you get employees to actually adopt this tool instead of just ignoring it and going to knock on an HR manager's door anyway?
A phased rollout is the answer here. You start with CV screening and basic Q&A. Let people experience the speed and just get used to the interface.
Ease them into it.
Right. Only then should you move on to complex KPI tracking. Dedicated internal training is an absolute necessity to build that initial trust.
And the ultimate payoff for doing this right is staggering. Optimizing HR operational costs by at least 50% in the first year alone fundamentally shifts HR from a purely administrative function into a true strategic partner.
Yeah, they become architects of the company's culture and future rather than just, paper pushers.
Which leaves us with a fascinating question for you to ponder. If AI eventually handles all the rule enforcement, the scheduling, the metrics, and the forms, will the future HR professional need to be hired strictly for their emotional intelligence and psychology skills rather than their admin abilities?
It really makes you wonder.
Right. If the AI is our electromagnet pulling the needles out of the haystack, maybe the humans are just there to weave them into something meaningful.